All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Up and Moving. My name is Abby, and the goal of Up and Moving is to provide a free physical activity community resource for the Upper Peninsula. And today I kind of have, I guess, more kind of like a full body workout, I would say. Maybe it's more towards legs, but there are a couple arms in there. So if you'd like some light resistance for those arm workouts, I'll be using soup cans today, or you can grab water bottles or anything like that. And I can give you a couple seconds to grab light resistance if you'd like. And then also just a water bottle so you can have some water breaks between our workouts. All right, and then we can just get started on our warm-up. Just to start off, like I always do, we're gonna do arm circles. So just small arm circles. I'm gonna go forward direction to start with. And if you'd like, you can move around just to get your legs moving a little bit. And then I'm just gonna start making them bigger until it's as big as you can. And then now I'm just gonna switch directions. So now I'm gonna go backwards and start off small again. And then just go bigger. And again, until it's as big as you can. All right. And then for the next one, I just want to do a quad stretch. So we're going to grab the back of our leg, pull it towards your back. So you feel the stretch in the front of your thigh. If you need to grab onto anything, go ahead, or you can just put an arm up for balance as well. And we'll hold it for a few seconds just so we can get that stretch in. Then now I'm just going to switch legs. So again, grab the back, pull it towards your back. Hold it for a couple more seconds. All right. And then for the next one, I just want to do some teapots. So you're going to put your hand on your hip, arm above your head, and you'll lean the opposite way. And now just be switching directions if you already couldn't tell. You can feel the stretch up in your side and mainly like the side of your core. And I just want to do a couple more on each side. All right, and then for the next one, I want to do some hip openers. So we're going to drive our leg up to like a 90-degree angle and then out. And then I'll just be alternating legs. And then we usually don't do this, but some people like to do hip closers. So it's like they open and then they close it. So if you'd like to do that, you can do that as well, just to get a different movement going, or you can just stick with the hip openers. Then I'm just gonna do a couple more on each leg, and then we'll get into the next one. Then I'm just gonna do one more. All right. And for the next one, we're just gonna do some over and unders. So you're gonna pretend there's a bar right next to you. You're gonna step over it and you're gonna go back under it. And then we'll be going this direction for a little bit, and then I'll let you know when to switch directions. I'll do one more in this direction. And then now I'm gonna go under the opposite way and step over, going to the left. Then I'm just gonna do a couple more. All right, so that was all I had for our warm-up today. And then we can get a quick water break, and then we'll get into our group exercise. All right. Sorry about that. For our main exercise today, we are going to do 2 different groups. Each exercise has 3, or each group has 3 different exercises, and then we'll be doing each of them 3 different times. And yeah, so I'll just start explaining our groups. Again, sorry about that. I got a message from a family member that I needed to answer. So our first 3 exercises are gonna be, the first one's gonna be for your core, so it's gonna be toe touches. So we're gonna be doing across the body to reach our toes, and we'll be just doing opposite hand to opposite leg. And I do it slower so you can feel it more in your core. And then the second one is when I'm gonna pick up my resistance. And sorry, I need to see my timer. I turned off my phone. It'll be tricep kickbacks. So you're gonna go in like kind of like a little squat, and then you're gonna push it back. And then the last one is gonna be hip abductors. So I like to grab something to hold on for this one, because you stand on one leg and you kick it up and then back down like this. And then we'll be doing each leg for about 20 seconds. So I'll let you know when to switch legs. But that is gonna be our first group of 3 exercises. And we can get started on our first one. In 3, 2, 1. So again, hands above your head. You're gonna reach opposite leg, or opposite leg to opposite hand. And then, yeah, like again, this is more like of a core workout. And again, I kind of like to go maybe a little bit slower. You can go faster, but I can feel it more if I go slower. And 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna grab my resistance for the tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, 1. So again, we're just kicking it backwards so we can feel it in the back of our arm, where our triceps are. Few more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna put my resistance down and get into those hip abductors. And I'll start with my first leg in 3, 2, 1. So again, kick it up. And while you're doing it, try not to have your foot touch the ground when you bring it back down. And we'll switch legs in 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna do my right leg. You can't really see it because it goes behind the chair. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're done with our first set. We'll take a quick water break and then we can get into our second set. All right, so let's get back into those toe touches. And sorry, waiting for a timer. 3, 2, 1. And also with these, I like to stand straight back up and down before I start going with my next foot, just so I'm not still hunched over or anything like that. Couple more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Right, now again, grab resistance to get into those tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, 1. Few more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. And put my resistance down to get into the hip abductors. I'll start with my left leg in 3, 2, 1. For this one, I like to breathe in as I'm kicking my leg up. As I bring it back down, I like to breathe out. That's just how it is for me. It might be different for some other people, but and I'm going to switch to my right leg in 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're done with our second set. And now we'll take another quick water break if needed, but then we'll get right into our third set of our first group of exercises. All right, so let's just get right into those toe touches for our third time in 3, 2, 1. And I know it's just the last set, but if you can't touch your toes, it's totally fine. Just go as far as you can. Few more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. And we're done with those. So let's get into our tricep kickbacks. In 3, 2, 1. Couple more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Now put my resistance down to get into the hip abductors. I'll start again with my left leg in 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to switch to my left in 3, 2, 1. And I'll switch to my right. I was just doing my left. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so we finished our first group of exercises, and we can take a quick water break, and then I can start explaining our second group for today. All right, so for our second group of exercises, the first one we're gonna do is lunges. So for all these ones, I'm just gonna hold my resistance the whole time, but for first one, we're gonna step out with whatever leg you want to first, go down and back up. And we'll be doing each leg for about 20 seconds, just like we did those hip abductors. The second one is just gonna be same old bicep curls. So just hands more at your side, up and back down. And then for the third one, I'm gonna change it from what I had. We're just gonna do a squat and reach today. So we're gonna do feet shoulder width apart, squat down, and then reach up with your resistance, and then come back down. So, excuse me, those are our 3 exercises for our second group, and we can get started on those lunges in 3, 2, 1. I'm starting out with my left leg out. I like to breathe in as I'm going down and then pushing that breath out as I'm coming back up. And I'm going to switch to my right leg in 3, 2, 1. Now back to center, right leg out, down and up. Also for these, you don't want your knee to be going over your toe, just for like balance wise and just how I know you should be doing it. And 3, 2, 1. Then we'll get into those bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. So you want your elbows tucked in and just bring it up and back down. But I also suggest you don't want to fully unhinge your elbow. You leave it a little bit bent. We'll switch to the squats in 3, 2, 1. So let's get feet shoulder width apart, come down and reach up, back down, and then just go as low as you can. You don't need to overdo it because we don't want you guys to hurt yourselves. Then when you're going down in your squat, try to have your knees either parallel or going outward a little bit. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're done with our first set. Quick water break, and we'll get into our second one. All right, we'll get started on those lunges in 3, 2, 1. Kick my left leg out. And then we're gonna switch legs in 3, 2, 1. Back to center. My right leg kicked out. And 3, 2, 1. Right, we're gonna get into those bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. Few more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. We can get right into those squats. So again, feet shoulder width apart. Squat down and up. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we're done with our second set. Again, quick water break. And we can get into our third set for today and also our final set. All right, so let's get into our last set for today. Again, lunges. I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Left leg out, down and up. I'm gonna switch legs in 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Kick out my left leg, my right leg actually, my bad. My legs are really starting to feel it in this last set. Few more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll get into those bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. Few more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, then now right into those squats. Feet, once again, feet shoulder width apart, down and up. Ten more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're done with our main exercise for today. Quick water break. And we'll get into our cool down. All right, so just to get started on our cool down today, we're just gonna start with a slow march just to keep our blood moving a little bit. And we'll just do this for a few seconds. And then today, since we did do some on the tricep and bicep, I want to do just an arm stretch real quick. So you're going to take your arm, put it behind your head like this. You're going to grab your elbow and pull it so you can feel the stretch in your back of your arm tricep area. Then we'll hold this for a few more seconds and we'll switch arms. All right, and now I'm gonna do my other arm. So again, behind your back, grab your elbow and pull it. All right, the next one is just gonna be the reach for the sky, which I've been a favorite of. So we're gonna reach up towards the sky and hold it. Hold it for a few seconds. And we're gonna go down to our toes. And then we're gonna hold that for a few seconds. And we're gonna come back up, reach for the sky again. And then one more time, go down to our toes. All right. And then for the last one I want to do, since we did a lot of more legs, I want to do the hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to kick out my left leg. My right leg is going to go back, and then we're just going to lean backwards. So you can feel the stretch in the hip of the leg that's back. I just want to hold it for a couple more seconds. Now I'm going to switch. So my right leg is forward, left leg back, lean back. So now I feel the stretch in my left hip. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so that is all I had for today. Thank you for joining me.